From the Big East, 8th-ranked Creighton has traveled to Henderson, Nevada to take on the Runnin' Rebels of UNLV from the Mountain West Conference. With the great Pete Gillen, I'm Carter Blackburn. It goes without saying when you've reached December and you have a number 8 next to your name.
Keelan Boone was out, now he's back, so that's great news. All right, so hopefully good things will happen in the future for the UNLV Runnin' Rebels.
UNLV's played without Shane Noel, out with an ankle injury, so they have been shorthanded. A reason why they're 3-4 on this young season, a year after they started 10-0.
Creighton goes man-to-man, which they play 98% of the time.
This is Didon Thomas Jr. On the weave. Get it down to the post for Caleb Boone. Boone over Kalkbrenner. So a message sent by UNLV as they go right after the shot blocker, Kalkbrenner.
I love that possession by UNLV, Carter. Took their time, right, to try to put the Blue Jays to sleep a little bit.
And we know what Creighton wants to do, get it to Kalkbrenner in the post early on, establish the big man. And here he is.
Here we go.
Kalkbrenner catches and one. So Kalkbrenner on both ends of the floor. NBA chance to boost their NBA status, but this group of the big three for Creighton feel like they can have a special year.
Exactly, Carter. They got so close last year, as you know. Right? 3 terrific guys back, the big three, so they're excited about this season, and they're playing great right now. 8th in the country in the Associated Press Bowl.
Thomas misses the floater. Alexander pushes Creighton. And now Shireman around a screen from Kalkbrenner. And Baylor Shireman has his first ball as well for Creighton, Utah State transfer. Kalkbrenner, who does have a 3-point shot on the perimeter, gives it up to Alexander. Good defense from UNLV on this possession. Shireman throws it back to Alexander for 3. There's the first 3 for the Creighton Blue Jays. Mention again, they average 12 and a half made threes a game. Tops in the nation. There's their first tonight. Thomas looks to reset UNLV. Using a screen from Boone. Thomas from the elbow. Tough floater goes for Didon Thomas Jr.
I love Didon Thomas Jr. Carter. Everybody wanted him. Arizona wanted him. Arizona State, Southern Cal wanted to stay home and play for the Runnin' Rebels.
His dad, a great player for UNLV, point guard. He was on Tark's last team. Kick to the corner, Alexander, triple, boarded by Cottrell. They call him DJ, and he played his high school basketball here in Henderson at Liberty High School. Rodriguez, tall floater on the run from Luis Rodriguez, the former Ole Miss Rebel, now a UNLV Runnin' Rebel.
Big keys of defense by the Runnin' Rebels, Carter. You mentioned before, they've been like Swiss cheese, so they can play good defense. They get a chance to hang around.
Ashworth in the corner. Thought about the 3. It's tipped away by Caleb Boone, sending the Rebels on the run. Rodriguez kicked to Webster for 3. In transition, the Rebels running with Creighton. Oklahoma State, Pacific, now UNLV. So this is his first action as a Runnin' Rebel with twin brother Caleb Boone. Both on the floor for the first time for UNLV. Caleb Boone backs in over Kalkbrenner again. Caleb Boone showing no fear with a shot blocking Kalkbrenner.
Leading scorer for UNLV, Caleb Boone. Everything's in a paint, Carter. He's in the mud, he's in the glue, he's bloody nose lane. That's where he likes to go.
UNLV 9 straight. Ashworth finds a trailing Miller for 3. Mason Miller, who is a tremendous jump shooting sophomore, hits the 3. He's over 55% from 3 on the year.
The great Chuck Daly said, shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. All these Blue Jays can shoot, Carter.
Go get him again, Keith. Swing it back, go get him again.
Didon Thomas Jr. floater, giving UNLV the lead again.
How about the Runnin' Rebels? They're playing this great Creighton team right to the wall early on. It's a long game, but they're hanging in early.
Ashworth finds Kalkbrenner for the easy dunk.
Once again, and exercise them. Take your time. Clock's on your side. You don't want to get in the track meet. Try to get Creighton out of their offensive rhythm. They're a speed rhythm team, a pace team.
Cottrell comes out to screen for Thomas. Kicks back to Cottrell for 3. Cottrell.
They're going inside to the big fella. They have no answer for Kalkbrenner.
Alexander. Kalkbrenner comes out to screen for him. Alexander with a bounce pass. There's Kalkbrenner, That is a blocking foul under about the no call, which I'm out. Kalkbrenner gets the second.
Come on, Brooklyn. Stop.
Thomas sends Rodriguez through. A vocal freshman point guard.
Yep. Controlling the pace.
Right into the hands of Shireman on the pass from Cottrell. So Creighton gets the steal. Shireman attacks end to end. Shireman earns a trip to the free throw line. Shireman gets them both. We're even at 16.
He now, once again, DJ Thomas take the time to pace. That was a tremendous player here for UNLV.
Thomas throws to the corner. Jackie Johnson, the third, gets it back on the wing. Johnson looking for help. Down to the post for Caleb Boone. Boone in the paint. Boone with a tough hook over Frederick King.
Very sad. Very, very sad.
This is the second game UNLV's played in Henderson, so they haven't been back at.
Good call by the officials. Gary Pollard.
Ashworth thought about pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Gets around Rodriguez. Rodriguez called for the foul on the jump shooter Ashworth. NCAA tournament appearance last year, so you lose. Been a seamless transition. Ashworth with the Blue Jays. Times per game, the fewest fouls in the nation. Only one foul committed so far by Creighton in this game. They make it tough on you. Rodriguez in the paint. Kick to the side. There's foul number 2 as Justin Weber.
Important player, started last year for the Running Rebels.
Team.
Yep, no question, Carter. Everybody's in the transfer portal.
Quick three in the corner, won't go for Webster. And now Creighton runs again. Here's Shireman attacking in the open floor. Kick, Miller, triple, and Creighton wins the battle of end-to-end action with UNLV.
You can't run with the Running Rebels, you can't run with them. They got to pick their spots. They put their ego in their pocket, Carter, and pick your spots. Run once in a while, but that's Creighton's game, up and down.
3 made threes for the Blue Jays. 3 for 9 from three-point.
As I mentioned before, they average 12 a game.
Deep three, Didon Thomas Jr. Didon Thomas Jr. holding the basketball, taking instructions from the former UNLV point guard, Kevin Kruger.
I think that's smart, Carter. Try to put him to sleep. Try to get Creighton out of their rhythm.
Thomas tries another three. Back-to-back triples from Didon Thomas. Without an NCAA tournament appearance. Their last NCAA was 2013. And for a very proud basketball program, that's a long drought.
Long time, Carter. 10 years, a long time, but they'll get back. It's going to take a little time.
Ashworth lob to Kalkbrenner. Out of the timeout, they go right back to Kalkbrenner.
They got to do. Keep running the pick and roll. They have no answer for the big fella. Let him touch the ball. The defender at 3, so the post is going to be open. Keep going inside.
Boone in the paint. And Kalkbrenner gets his first block of the game. Sending Creighton on the run with Ashworth across the timeline.
Blue Jays got to pick up their defense. That's a start.
Ashworth lost the handle right into the hands of Caleb Boone. So it's Webster attacking. Blocking foul is called. First personal on Ashworth. 3 team fouls on Creighton. Caleb Boone on the wing, off the shot fake. Spinning off the window. There's his first bucket as a UNLV running rebel. Caleb Boone.
No, too much. He faked, God, he wasn't in position. He faked the pass and shot, and he's off balance. Got to calm down. Go inside to the big fella.
Farabello from deep. There's another made 3, the 4th for Creighton. They average 10. UNLV's only turned it over 3 times. Caleb Boone on Kalkbrenner again. Spins in. Caleb Boone attacking the big man again. 2 misses on the trip for Shireman. He thought he was hit, but no call. Didon Thomas Jr. with 10 points to lead UNLV. Make it 12. That's right on his average, and he had...
Run a pick and roll now. Let the big guy roll. See if they can handle that roll. I don't think they can.
Shireman lobs it to Alexander. Alexander clears it out. Foul called on Keelan Boone. His second personal, and 2 coming here for Alexander.
thrilled with this performance. So we got a long way to go, but he's got to be ecstatic about the heart of UNLV running Rebels so far.
Alexander gets both free throws. Thomas looks to push this time for UNLV. Boone on the wing. Back out to Justin Webster.
Creighton's got to play good, solid D. Keep in front of you. Too much dribble penetration by the UNLV running Rebels.
Deion Thomas Jr., the freshman point guard, gets a screen from Justin Weber. 6 to shoot, 5 to shoot. Thomas pulls up for 2. Spins and rolls in. Gets a shooter's roll for DJ.
Rim was kind.
Ashworth brings it back in the final seconds of the first half. Alexander attacks. Alexander's floater is short. UNLV has the ball, and UNLV takes an 8-point lead. In 8 points, 3 rebounds for the running Rebels. Deion Thomas Jr. leads the way with 14 points.
Blue Jays got to play good defense now. Lock them up.
Down to Boone on the post. The 50-year senior, former Oklahoma State Cowboy, rolls it in.
Go inside now. Blue Jays, get the ball to the big fella.
Ashworth instead for 3. Another miss. Creighton is yet to hit a 3 in the second half. That was touched by UNLV. So Creighton dunk for Kalkbrenner off the block from Alexander.
Good Carter, last 3 or 4 possessions.
Caleb Boone wants it on the post against Kalkbrenner. Facing up in the paint, Caleb Boone blocked by Kalkbrenner, gets it right back. 7 to shoot. Boone drops the shoulder, gets to the window. After the block from Kalkbrenner, Caleb Boone stays with it and puts UNLV back up by 10 again.
He's got more moves than a can of worms in a low post. Keep getting the big guy the ball. UNLV.
Alexander for 3. Another miss, boarded by Mason Miller. Shireman comes back to get it. Shireman down the baseline. Long kick, Mason Miller, 3! First made triple of the second half for Creighton. Comes from Mason Miller.
Terrific three-point shooter, Carter, as you mentioned before. Leaving him open, he makes you pay.
Nearly 60% from 3 on the year.
It's amazing.
Caleb Boone again, this time a mismatch with Farabello inside. Caleb Boone has back-to-back buckets for UNLV. Creighton has green light for shooters, 1 to 5, including Kalkbrenner. They're just not going down, much as they did against Colorado State in Creighton's only loss.
Credit the defense right now by UNLV.
Good shot fake. Mason Miller steps in and hits the 2. Mason Miller with 5 points early in the second half. First half, his season high is 17. He's done that twice against LMU in their last game. He had 17. Wide open on a defensive bust. Keelan Boone off the baseline inbound.
Covered him up like a porterhouse steak, Carter. Good execution underneath.
Kalkbrenner wants it on the post. High-low off the look from Shireman. Good look inside to Kalkbrenner.
Great execution by the Blue Jays. High-low, nice pass. Good seal by the big guy. Great finish. And keep doing that. They double them, kick it out. When you have open threes, Carter, I think they'll be much more effective. They're shooting a lot of contested threes.
Cottrell finds Justin Webster. 9 to shoot for Webster. Step back on Farabello. Cottrell tries a 3. Buries it over Kalkbrenner. Isaiah Cottrell steps out to bury the triple.
God, he's a 6'11", 245-pound redshirt sophomore. 6'11" guy. You let him take that.
UNLV back up by 10. Shireman finds a cutting Kalkbrenner with an easy dunk. DJ runs the Rebels again. And now Kevin Kruger says, pull it up, run your half court. Keelan Boone, Kalkbrenner got a piece of it. Looked like a goaltend, but no call. Shireman on the other end is hammered by Luis Rodriguez. The game for Shireman, the stat sheet stuffer for Creighton.
By the Creighton Blue Jays, they got to defend. Doing a pretty good job second half, Carter. They're holding UNLV to 35% from the field. So here we go, a little change of pace, a little pressure, 2-2-1 zone press by Creighton. I like that, change of pace.
UNLV without Deion Thomas Jr., their freshman point guard on the bench right now. 14 points in the game for Thomas. So Rodriguez off a screen from Boone. Kick it back to Caleb Boone. Around Kalkbrenner again. Caleb for the nation's best three-point shooting team.
Yep. Every game is a completely unique situation, Carter. Anything can happen.
Here's Keelan Boone. Twin brother of Caleb. Finds his twin brother. 18 in the game now for Caleb Boone. Off the look from his brother Keelan.
Who is that man? Like you said, Carter, he's fearless. He's got a big heart.
A double-digit lead again for UNLV. Shireman down the baseline. Shireman kick out. Farabello buries a three. There's the second made three of the half for the Blue. Keelan Boone to brother Caleb. Caleb lost the handle. Kick it all the way back out to Rodriguez, and now Keelan Boone. Deep three, long range. UNLV back up by double digits.
I didn't see that coming, Carter. First game this year.
Alexander lost the handle, got it back, spins it in at the rim. Nice move from Trey Alexander.
Pete Carrill, the late great coach at Princeton, said, if we have the ball, they can't score. So UNLV says, hey, we're taking our time, we're picking our spots to run. Great game plan so far by Kevin Kruger.
Caleb Boone draws the double. Nice pass out of the double to Thomas. Kick it over to Webster. Back-to-back triples for the Rebels.
As you know, so
Caleb Boone on King. And one. Caleb Boone again. Drawing the foul on Frederick King.
in the Big 12 last season by a lot of people, Carter, to the big dog. On a pick and roll, get him the ball.
Shireman behind the back, turns it over again. Into the front court, here goes Webster all the way to the hoop. Webster versus Mountain West Conference has not been a friendly matchup for Creighton basketball.
Nope.
Off the inbound, Shireman now caught Brenner with a dunk. So a chance for UNLV to run more clock.
Exactly. Hit the rim, so you get another 20 seconds on a rewind. The baseline's open, Carter. Get the ball to the baseline if you're the running Rebels.
Keelan Boone tries another deep three. That's 2 deep threes from Boone in his first game as a running Rebel. 65 to 48.
I didn't see that coming.
Turnaround, Shireman answers with a three. The third made three of the second half for Creighton. 7th made three of the game. Line Kalkbrenner, fouls on Cottrell. Second personal on Kalkbrenner. Day, because of the federal court. Isaiah Cottrell gets them both. And back comes Caleb Boone. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals for Caleb Boone.
Yep. Doing a great job. It's all about defense now for both teams. UNLV keep the good defense up. Great, let's get a good shot. Let's go to the big guy.
Oh, he's illegal!
Shireman tries the three. Shireman hits the triple.
Like I said, shoot threes, great. We're never out of the game, Carter. 12 threes a game. One of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. It's never over till it's over. Got to get some stops now if you're Creighton.
Caleb Boone in the paint on Kalkbrenner again. Caleb Boone goes to the hook, and Caleb Boone has another bucket. That's 23 points in the game for Caleb Boone.
Going against a great low-post scorer, one of the top shot blockers in the country, taking him to school. Now, Carter, I would consider, if I'm Creighton, to double-team the low post right now, Carter. A couple possessions. Right now, Caleb Boone's having his way.
Shireman, left alone, finishes with a left hand. Blue Jays going to show some pressure in the backcourt to try and speed UNLV up. You don't have much choice at this point, do you?
No, you got it. You got it. If you're UNLV, the clock is your best friend.
Thomas splits the double, nearly throws it away. Webster goes back to get it. Thomas conducting for UNLV, finds Webster, triple, Justin Webster hits the three. The running Rebels aren't going anywhere.
Webster shot 46% from downtown last year. This year's been struggling. Knocked out with that big three.
Farabello off the screen from Kalkbrenner, the pick and roll. There's Kalkbrenner, haven't stopped it yet. Rodriguez misses the three. There's a stop. Alexander brings it back for Creighton. Alexander lobbing it to Kalkbrenner, down low, catches, backs up, and gets fouled by Keelan Boone. Kalkbrenner gets the first.
Terrific young coach, Greg McDermott, a fabulous veteran running the Running Rebels program. Blue Jays got to get some deflections now.
Thomas attacks. Thomas finishes at the rim. What an aggressive run from Didon Thomas Jr. Shireman almost lost the handle. Farabello needs help. Alexander, it's tough down the baseline for Alexander. Farabello off the shot fake. Kalkbrenner keeps it alive, and Kalkbrenner on the offensive glass.
A long way to go. It's an eternity.
Get it into Thomas, quickly gives it to Keelan Boone, crossing midcourt, so UNLV gets it into the front court, back into the hands of Thomas. Here comes Miller to pressure. UNLV playing keep away. Back into the hands of Thomas, quickly distributing on the wing. Triple goes! UNLV gets another! And into the hands of Thomas. The clock just ticking away now. Creighton backs off. 2:33 to go. Now Farabello comes out to pressure the ball. Webster with a shot clock winding down, in tight off the window, boarded by Caleb Boone. Caleb Boone with the dunk! Blue Jays and Crimson Tide instead get a test in the desert, and UNLV close to celebrating as Keelan Boone misses the three. Shireman left alone, no fouls. Shireman gets the layup. Greg McDermott tells his team to just back off. And it is going to be another frustrating game for the Creighton Blue Jays against the Mountain West Conference opponent. Taken out by San Diego State in the NCAA tournament last year. Their only two losses this year will be to Colorado State and UNLV. The Mountain West Conference teams handing Creighton their only two losses of the season, and the 8th-ranked Blue Jays will be defeated by a 3-4 UNLV run.
4, Carter, possibly 5. The Mountain West is loaded. Big East has a great group also.
And appropriate that Caleb Boone holds the basketball as UNLV upsets the 8th-ranked Creighton Blue Jays. A dominant win for the Runnin' Rebels, 79-64 over Creighton. Caleb Boone leads the way with 25 points and 7 rebounds.